Is it really possible to earn $10,000 to even $20,000 a month passive income just from a side gig like an automated Amazon store? Well, before I answer that, and before I answer what is the Amazon program, what is the FBM program, how we are different from any other automation company, I'm just going to show you a few of the stores from the back end, and then you can decide whether that's something that you want or not. So this is one of the clients that's been working with us for the past couple months. And just to show you their sales, we're recording this video on September 22nd. And if I just see the last week, just in the last 7 days, this client has been making over $10,000 a day on average for the past 7 days. So he had made $74,000 in the past 7 days. And if you look for September, which is not finished yet, just for the 21 days of September, this client has over $226,000 in sales on Amazon. If you're looking for how much he's really making, you can take the percentage is around 20 to 25% in net profit. So I would say around $50,000 is pure profit out of these sales. And just to show you what he has made in the last couple of months, he's close to making $400,000 just from July to August, and it's still going up. This is another store which just started with our company a few days ago. And if you look for last week, the store has done over $30,000 just in the last 7 days. If you look for this month in September, the store has done over $74,000 in sales. And just to show you that this is a brand new store, we can go to the sales history and you can see no sales were made in 2022. This is a brand new store just plugged in. We implemented our methods, and it's close to be making $100,000 soon. This is another store, which we just started selling this week, and we have made over $2,000 in the past couple of days. And just to show you that this is a brand new store, I will refresh the screen, and you can see there were no sales made prior to that. So if that's something that interests you, sit tight until the end of the video. Then I can explain to you how you can benefit from it. If it's something that you're really interested in, reach out to us, schedule the call, and then we can explain everything or clear any questions that you may have. So what is DSA Automation? We started this company for the purpose of helping entrepreneurs to sell on e-commerce markets. That includes Amazon, that includes Meta, that includes Facebook, Walmart, YouTube, ClickFunnels, you name it. So we have really mastered the game of selling successfully on these e-commerce websites in return of a profit split. This is one of the clients, made over $22,000 in sales, and the screenshot was taken today, and he's going to get paid over $90,000 to pay off after paying off his credit card, after paying us the profits split, after paying off the other fees and taxes. He will still have a good amount of profit, 20 to 22% in net profit, to reinvest in the business or for his personal needs. So here are some important questions. Is Amazon really saturated? Like, we hear this question all the time, and to be honest with you, it is a valid question. There are just in the US alone, there are over 3 million Amazon sellers who are selling on Amazon. Is everybody succeeding? No, not really. Globally, there are over 9 million sellers who are selling on Amazon, but there are over 10 million products on Amazon too. So that means we have a healthy competition. So what we do is we sell what everybody is selling. We are selling the normal products like grocery items, like pet products, like office products. If there are already 20 people selling one product, we would be the 21st person selling that same product, just for like a couple of dollars profit. Is it possible to sell $50,000 a month on Facebook? Yes, completely possible. Is it possible to do $100K in sales? I've shown you some stores that have already done that. The only requirement that you need to hit those numbers is a really good credit card, and that's it. So I personally immigrated to Canada from Pakistan in 2016, and when I first arrived here, I learned, Amazon is a thing, or Facebook is a thing, or Walmart is an e-commerce platform that we can sell on. And from there on, I bought all those expensive courses that was out there in the market. We tried all of them. We tried FBA, and I failed over and over again until I tapped into the automation companies. And one of the automation companies was kind enough to, work with me. We were sharing 50% profits with them. And at that time, I thought it's really, sketchy or skeptical. How would somebody make me money and use my store, use my credit card? And why not? Why aren't they doing it themselves, though? But long story short, at the end of the year, I made some sort of, profits with that automation company. And what they did, they charged me 50% of those net profits. But in that process, I learned, okay, this is something that is really working. So I started learning on how I can provide that service to my friends. And then later on, it grew to the client list. And my client list distributed to over 200 clients up until today. And our services include, Amazon, the FBA program. If you send all those products to Amazon's warehouse and they take care of shipping and management. Well, the DSA FBM program is where we have contracts with a lot of wholesale suppliers in the States that are fulfilling the products in plain box shipping. So we're not fulfilling orders from Walmart and then sending into Amazon. We're not ordering from Sam's Club and then sending it to Amazon's customers. That's against their terms and conditions. And we have learned it the hard way over the course of years that in this business, it's always different strategies are coming and you're implementing these new strategies to get through and to be successful. Why us? Why DSA Automation over any other companies? There are tons of companies out there and you would see their ads, on YouTube, Instagram. A simple Google search can show you how many companies are providing those services. One of the main reasons that our company stands out is that we're fulfilling Amazon terms and conditions. All of these other companies, if they're selling on Amazon, they're usually doing traditional drop shipping. And by traditional drop shipping, I mean you buy products from Walmart or Sam's Club or Target or Home Depot or any other e-commerce stores, and then you sell it to Amazon's customer. And when Amazon finds out, they terminate your account because it violates their terms and conditions. It ruins their reputation, it ruins their goodwill as well, and that's why they don't like it. So they ban you from selling on Amazon. What we are doing is we are using plain boxes. So when somebody orders on Amazon, on your store, and we send the item to them, they get it in a plain brown box with no branding and your name on it, legit invoices, legit tracking. The customer is happy, Amazon's happy, and at the end of the day, it's long-term. So that's the main thing that differentiates us from other automation companies. Other good news is that we have partnered up with a lot of wholesale suppliers in the States who are very happy to white label their services for us, and they're not accepting new clients. So other automation companies, when they go to them, they're not accepting them there. There are a few out there who might be accepting, who are using their services, but they're maxed out too. So there was a limit, and we were one of those companies who got in early since we started 5 years ago, and now our clients are benefiting from those services. We also work on profit splits. So all of our VAs, we have over 200 VAs, and they get paid when you get money. So if you don't make money, we don't get paid. And when you make good money, you make hundreds and thousands of dollars in sales and in net profits. We get more of a chunk out of it. We also have other marketplaces to work on. Facebook is one of them, and this is almost not brand new, but it's almost been out a year or 2 years now, and we tapped into this market quite a while ago, and we've been succeeding in this market as well. The profit margins in this marketplace are above 40%. And the good thing about this marketplace is they get the funds out to you the very next day. So if Facebook doesn't hold your funds for 13, 14 days, unlike Amazon or Walmart or other platforms, Facebook offers you quick cash out options. But the drawback is it takes a few months for a Facebook store to make those sales, though. Like you see on Amazon, it's much different. This is one of the clients who made $71,000 in sales in less than 24 hours. You can see we were making literally a few $1,000s from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We really went hard, and we did over $45,000 in sales. Friday, we broke the record for $71,000 in sales. You might ask, how much did he actually make? Well, the cost of goods sold in that week was $90,000. The weekly sales were $120,000, as you can see here, and the net profits from just those 7 days alone was over $30,000. So that brings us to the next question. What kind of products are we selling? Like I said, we're selling normal items. It's not very hard to find these FBM products. We don't have to search the products for, months and days. Do it for yourself. But when you partner up with a company like DSA, we have already done it for you. Our VIAs are constantly, working and hunting those hard-selling products, and we have made lists for those products that goes, on and on. And some of the categories include office products, a simple thing like a trash can, a liquid dishwasher, office products, paper products, household grocery items, stuff like that. We try to avoid seasonal products, but sometimes we list those too. But whatever sells and whatever we are allowed to sell, we are not selling the products that we are not allowed to sell or the brand restricts us from selling. Once you start selling with us, if you were working on it by yourself, it's still possible to hit $100,000, but the chances are next to none. But if you're working with a company that has already done it for so many clients, it's a no-brainer for them. Like us, we have so many success stories that you can find on our website on this landing page, like Google search, or you can reach out to us and we can show you some of the back end of the stores. These are a few of the stores. John is working full-time, and this year he was making over $40,000 a month, which he would be making in a year at his regular job. Same with Nadia, same with Matthew, same with a bunch of other clients. These are a few of the clients out of 200 clients that we have that are doing good with their Amazon. So that brings us to a very important question. What are the risks? Why does it look so good to be true? Well, it's not so good to be true. There are pros and cons of every business, and with this business, it's Amazon's policies. Long story short, even if you're doing everything right, even if it's FBA, Amazon can still suspend you for the silliest reasons possible. They're the giant, they have the say, and then we have to obey it, whatever they say. We still work with a bunch of reinstation guys. We have an in-house reinstation team that if something goes off track, we can help you get your account back. The only drawback is once your account gets suspended, or if it gets suspended or deactivated, your funds are stuck there for 90 days, and it takes 90 days to release those funds. But Amazon is legally bound to pay you those funds unless you scam the system, which we by no means do that at all. The other risk included is because these good selling stores are doing good sales, there's a chance that these might get suspended down the road. 4 months later, 5 months later, 3 months later. These are not everlasting stores. But if that happens, if they get suspended, our team will get them back in the business. There are a few things that can result in account suspension by Amazon. One of them is sending products in a branded box like from Walmart or Sam's Club. All of our orders are shipped from a supplier, either in a plain brown box with no branding, or they have been received at one of our warehouses, checked, repackaged, and sent to the end customer. The other reason is not fulfilling the health metrics criteria. Amazon is very strict when it comes to fulfilling orders on time, updating tracking information, responding to consumers. Anything under 95% is not acceptable. You can see that our stores have been bringing good numbers while still being active and live on Amazon, which means we have been able to deliver by always keeping our services metrics over 95%. And that's why I couldn't show you more than 3 or 4 stores, because they are connected on a VPN. And like you can see, Microsoft Remote Desktop. So we cannot connect more than, a few stores on those. Every store has a dedicated VPS. Every store has a dedicated IP address, which eliminates those risks. So we have the system that we have in place to restrict those risks. If for any reason your account gets suspended, we will work with you to develop a plan and reach out to Amazon to get your account unsuspended. The process usually takes a couple of weeks. We also offer a free store in return if Amazon does not approve your appeals and unsuspend the account. And that brings me back to my other question, and that's, how does this e-commerce automation work? And this is one of the questions that a lot of people ask. So let me just walk you through what the normal onboarding process looks like. So once you book that strategy call, once you find out you're a good fit and you have a good credit card limit, this is something that you really want to do, and we make a good match, we sign some legal documents, we sign the contract to secure both parties, we help you form your LLCs or EIN or getting your legal entities up. We get you onboarded with your e-commerce setup, stores that include your Amazon, Walmart, eBay, any of the stores that you're looking to set up, we can help you with that. And then we dedicate a manager to you with live sales sheet access. So you will have access to live sales reporting, your credit card span, the transaction date, your net profit, your running gross sales. And we do everything. When we say everything, that includes everything from cutting brand approvals to product listings to shipping to inventory management, customer management, returns, refunds. Everything is done for you in return for a profit split. Our manager also gives you bi-weekly reports with a breakdown of sales and scalability and tells you, what can be improved going forward. And, we can talk of the current health of the store and the current performance of the store as well. And if all goes well, you can scale up and add more stores. This is where it gets very interesting, that you can add more stores than one. Why would you need an Amazon automation while you can hire employees to work for you rather than using our services? Well, we have been doing it for the last 5 years. In these 5 years, we have seen different industry trends, managed over 200 clients, and worked on several platforms like Amazon, Walmart, eBay, Shopify, Facebook, YouTube, you name it. This e-com industry is always changing, and you must keep up with it to stay alive and make the most out of it. Our service is pretty much hands-off on your end. It is all done for you. From product hunting to listing to shipping to customer support, we do it all in-house. Here's a quick snapshot of what a month one looks like on Amazon. Unlike other companies, our methods and our strategies are much different. You can start scaling from day one, like the stores I showed you. And you can expect to make, if you have a credit card limit for, $50,000 to $70,000, that means you can make $100,000 a month back to back. If you have a credit card limit on the low end, let's say $10,000, that means you can only fulfill orders up until that amount. So that means $10,000 to $12,000, $15,000 a month. Whatever you do, whatever credit card limit it is, the profit margins are the same, which are 20 to 25%, and that stays consistent from month one to monthly. There's no probation period on Amazon stores whatsoever. I hear all the time, the store needs 3 months to scale up. Well, I showed you a few stores. They don't need 3 months to scale up. Think about Nike selling on Amazon. When Nike would go to Amazon and start selling, they're not going to do $1,000 to $2,000 per month on their first month. They can scale up from day one because Amazon sees you as a company. But if you were not selling anything on Amazon, suddenly you started making thousands and thousands of dollars, then it gets sketchy on Amazon, and that's when they review you. But if you start strong from day one, you can go big. There are a few case studies that we can show you. This is one of the stores, Gab Online Stores, made $90,000 in pure profits. The start date was July 22nd, and the net profits are $95,000. The screenshot was taken today. This one is the Phoenix Enterprise, has over $200,000 in sales. The net profits are 22%. The cost of good is this, and it's all on credit card. All this guy needed was a credit card to make these sales and get those profits. Nothing else, no tax exemption accounts and no buyer accounts. We got everything in-house. All we need from you is a Seller Central account and a credit card, and off you go. And you reconcile everything at the end of the month. You take the profits, it goes to your bank account, it gets deposited to your bank account, and at the end of the month, because you have contracted us to provide all these services, you pay us the fair share of that profit. This is one of the stores. The funding was $30,000 a month, so that's what his credit limit was, but this is one of the stores that was being run by another company, and the product was sitting in the FBA warehouse and not making enough sales at all. And when they switched to us, to our company, we were able to get them a nice payout in the very first month. Here's some commitment from our end. If for any reason your store gets restricted from selling, whether it's FBA, FBM, we reinstate your store at zero cost, quickly. And if it doesn't get reinstated, we give you a pre-made account that you can plug in and place your field. If this at all sounds interesting, you can book a call with us. Just follow the link or click the link below or scroll down and schedule that call, and one of our sales representatives will get on the call with you.